All right. And we are recording. And let me get the PowerPoint playing. Everything's in my way. There we go. All right. So tonight we're going to kind of talk about two different things, taxes and Team Cup. We'll kind of go through just the housekeeping stuff first. I know this is kind of far away, but April 2nd is Super Saturday. Mark it on your calendars now. That way when April 2nd comes, you don't go, well, I'm doing something else. Seriously, like put this first. If you guys are kind of brand new, Super Saturday is our quarterly event, and it is kind of all nationwide. You just go into your Coach Online office and you put in your zip code, and it'll tell you the closest Super Saturday to your area. It's not going to be up yet, so if you like put in your zip code, you probably won't get anything. Nothing's going to pop up. But kind of towards like the middle of March, you'll start to search, and you can see which ones are kind of near you. But it's a great time to kind of get connected with coaches, see what other people are doing out there in the network, and just kind of be in this live and not just, Facebook, Zooming, get connected with people in a live setting. So it's really great. So make sure you put April 2nd in your calendar. We have 22-minute hard corps with Tony Horton. Whew, I don't know. I can't say that word for his last name. That's debuting March 1st, and I'm sure that will probably be a special. I don't know what the price is yet. They're having the digital unlocks for Beachbody on demand. So you can purchase certain workouts. I forget which ones, but you could just look onto Beachbody on demand, and it'll say like you can unlock certain workouts without actually having the physical DVD. And Carl is doing kind of a sweepstakes where you can do 22-minute hard corps this Sunday, so Super Bowl Sunday. If you do 22-minute hard corps on Beachbody On Demand, because they're having a sneak peek for 22-minute hard corps. Man, they made that way too long. They need to just do hard corps. We'll just say hard corps. On Super Bowl Sunday. So if you do that workout and you post a 22-second video and you tag it with hashtag sweeps and hashtag 22-minute hard corps on Super Bowl Sunday, I think Carl said he's going to give away $1,000 to 10 people. I think it's pretty worth it for $1,000. Might as well. I mean, I'm going to do the workout anyways, just because to kind of see what it's all about. So might as well just post a video about it. Maybe win $1,000 and get some people's eyes on what 22-minute hard corps is. And then Carl's also doing another kind of sweepstakes thing for coaches. I forget what he said on the national wake-up call, what he was giving for this one. But if you do a post about your 3 vital behaviors, or whatever vital behavior you're doing. So say you're reading a new personal development book and you post that online and you do hashtag vital behavior, he'll kind of share what you're posting. And I don't know if you get anything for it or he just kind of gives you a shout out for it. But I think that's kind of cool. And then I know this is really far away, but for those of you that want to do Mozzarella with us as a team, if you guys, I'm probably a good 2 hours away from this, but I'll be there. So if anyone wants to, stay at my house and we can kind of take the ride up to Englishtown, New Jersey, that would be a lot of fun. So that's kind of just the little housekeeping things. I was going to kind of do new coaches and welcome new coaches and put everyone's names down, but we've had a ton of new coaches and that would take me way too long. So I just want to say welcome to all new coaches, and hopefully I see a few of you that are on the call tonight. So that's really great way to just, little things consistently to start your business and to keep it going. Oh, and of course, the February special. So each month, if you're a new coach, there are specials that Beachbody offers just to kind of give as an incentive for us and to kind of help us with promoting certain things. So we still have the 21-day fix, which is on sale. The regular fix extreme, $140. The kickstart is $180. And, just read down the list. This is also in your Coach Online office. Size challenge pack, $140. Kickstart size, $180. So the Kickstart has the 3-day refresh included with Shakeology. And then the regular just 3-day refresh with Shakeology and a challenge pack is $140. So there is a ton of specials. And for new coaches, the specials are always a challenge pack. It's never just a workout, or you're never going to get a special with just Shakeology. You're going to get a challenge pack. But there's something for everyone, seriously, just from this right here. So use it to your advantage. All right, so tax info. I know a lot of people are kind of like, where's my 1099 form and all that kind of fun stuff. Just so you know, and I'm not an accountant. I know we have accountants on our team. I don't see anyone that I know that's an accountant on right now on the call. But it really depends on your state and what they allow you to have as tax deductions. So definitely go, if you're making, like my first year, I made $5,000. So it wasn't that much. But like my second year, I made like 35,000. And this year I made over like 75,000. So like last year and this year, obviously it's really important to, number one, for me to keep my receipts. So anything that you buy for this business, keep your receipts. I make I just have a folder for it, or I keep all of my Shakeology receipts. Anything that I buy from Beachbody, teambeachbody.com, I keep it. And we have all that information that's saved in our Coach Online office. If we need it and we don't have the receipt, it's still there. I just kind of like having the actual paper form of it. But anything like any computers that you buy, cell phone, your bills, and I'll kind of show you, I'll do a screen share of what I wrote for my accountant last year of things that you can tax deduct. So just making sure you have those receipts on the side. Your 1099 forms, I got mine yesterday, so they honestly should be coming this week. And if you don't get it this week, you can just email 1099@beachbody.com, something like that. It's in the FAQs in your Coach Online office if you want to email them, and they'll email you a copy of your 1099 form. But you're only going to get that if you make $600 or more per year. So if you just signed up as a coach like this month or like December and you didn't make over $600, like don't worry about 2015 because you're not going to get a 1099 form. So let me stop this screen share for a second and I'll screen share what I kind of did for my accountant or for my taxes last year. So I added up all my business fees. So $1,595 times 12, right? Yeah. So that would be my business fee. So your $1,595 is tax deductible. Any merchandise that I bought from Beachbody. So if I, got like the Shakeology boost or I got t-shirts or whatever, I have to be a product of the product. Office supplies. So I think I had like 2 computers I bought last year, like cell phones, that kind of stuff. That's office supplies. Books. So any personal development books, any like audio that you do through Amazon or like any other apps that what do I have? I do Audible. So that's like a $1,595, I think, membership for like personal development books. That counts. Clothes. Yes, I tax deduct like my workout clothes. My accountant lets me. So you have to ask your accountant if they're going to let you do that too. So like gift cards and gift and giveaways that I've given, like in my challenge groups, gift cards that I've given, for people who referred someone else to me, I'll give a gift card for that. So that's tax deductible. Anything that I sent from the post office, whether it was a sample, maybe I sent a customer a Shakeology cup. I'll do that sometimes if they didn't get a cup with their program or something. Keep those post office receipts. Business meeting meal. So my husband's a coach. That's our business meal. So anytime we go out to dinner, I save those receipts. Anytime like we go for Super Saturday, and I don't know if anyone on here, but like anytime I go to Super Saturday, we always try and go to a meal together. I'll pay for it, tax deductible. Cell phone bill. It's my business. I need my cell phone. I do my business on my cell phone, tax deductible. My internet, like if you got a printer or fax machine, that's tax deductible. I do automatic CEO. It's, if you guys don't know what that is, it is like an automated email system where like I have a lot of free leads from Beachbody. Just, you know, over 3 years, I think I have maybe like 500 free customers from Beachbody. And after the first 50, it kind of makes your head spin and you're like, how am I going to manage all of these 500 customers? Well, I use automatic CEO, and I think that's maybe like 25 bucks a month, something like that. If you have a like page and you do ads on Facebook, that's tax deductible. I did have a blog. For me personally, it was a waste of money because I just didn't do good with blogging. Blogging wasn't my thing. I tried it out anyways, tax deductible. I did like boot camps online for prospecting, and then I did my Insanity certification. So that was tax deductible. And this was also any conferences. So before, I was also an athletic trainer. So I had like normal like CEU conferences I had to go to. So that was included in, oh, there it is, for my athletic training. It was in there. But any Super Saturday fees I had to pay. This was like a little Beachbody event I went to. Franklin Covey training was Beachbody. Any hotels that I did for, I'm thinking when I stayed in hotels, I think one time last year I went to a Super Saturday in Boston. Oh, and that was also like my Summit hotel, my Summit ticket, my Summit flights, and like anything traveling that you're doing for Beachbody, whether it's Summit or Super Saturday, any traveling, like if you go to travel and see someone to like give them a sample of Shakeology or just talk to them about the business, you know, you can use your miles and get reimbursed for that too. So that's kind of what I tax deduct. If you guys, you know, already, I would suggest if you're making definitely over like 5-10 grand, that you make sure that you have a good accountant. I have a really good one in New Jersey. If you guys want a recommendation, he's in Atlantic City. So for me, that's like an hour, but it's definitely worth the distance of going there, and it's worth the price of having a good accountant, because yeah, like you're going to pay for it, but you want to make sure that you're safe rather than sorry, and not, you know, just throwing money away to Uncle Sam when you don't have to, because you do get you get a better tax break when you own your own business than like when I was working for the Board of Ed. Like there's completely different like tax systems. Like I said, I'm not an accountant. But anyone on here have any questions about taxes, or is an accountant and kind of wants to maybe add to what I've already said, or maybe I didn't say something correctly? No? No one on taxes? Okay. And I also have that, the document that I shared is in our team page. So if you go to our team page and go to the file section, and just kind of scroll down, and you should see something with taxes. Right here, taxes 2014. So that's in the file section right under the team picture. Okay, on to the next, which is Team Cup. So for you guys that are new coaches, Team Cup, they do it, I think like maybe every 2 months, where you just get a team of 5 coaches. So not like a team, you know, it's different from like our team is like Team Arise. You just get a group of 5 coaches and you form your own team for the month. So it doesn't have to be a coach on our team. It can be any coach in the network, but it's just a way to kind of really build that camaraderie and kind of have that support and extra motivation to kind of push a little bit harder in February, but you should push hard every month. So first thing, I mean, obviously if you haven't formed a group yet for the Team Cup, you're kind of out, but just know, like I said, every 2 months, they typically will have a Team Cup. But these are some of my tips on what to do for the Team Cup with your team and how to kind of keep each other motivated and I think more like accountable, because a lot of times in previous, Team Cups that I've been in, I mean, I know I even dropped off the ball in some Team Cups, but that's where you can kind of say, hey man, like you wanted to be in the Team Cup, you wanted to be on my team, so now like here's your chance, you need to kind of step up your game. And that's what I kind of put at the end, at the bottom here, like where this is where you kind of want to hold each other accountable and call each other out and be like, hey, you haven't posted, in our group page what you're doing. You haven't posted that you're, who you're inviting. Hey, did you start your challenge group invites yet? Call each other out and say, I want to earn that tier prize. So the whole point, not the whole point of a Team Cup, but you can earn prizes. There's 3 tiers. I'll kind of, I can show you really quick. So I have, sorry, I'm trying to toggle between 5 million screens. There we go. So I made a separate page for our Team Cup. So us 5 coaches are in here. So these are the 3 things that you can win. The tier 1 prize is the tumbler of Shakeology. The tier 2 is the t-shirts. And the tier 3 is the throw blanket. And then of course, if you're the number 1 team, like in all the network, you get flown to Santa Monica, California. You get a complete tour of the headquarters. You work out with one of, Shaun T or Autumn or whoever they picked. And then there are, I think, 3 other prizes for the top prize people. I forget what that is. But you should totally shoot for that. So this is what me and our Team Cup is doing. We're just, in the group. Obviously, it's only the 2nd day. So I asked everyone for today to listen to the National Wake Up Call and comment below with our biggest aha moments or takeaways. So what I did is I kind of just shared one of my failures in the business, because that was what the National Wake Up Call was one of the failures that the coach had recently. So I kind of shared one of mine in the group. But so that's what I'm doing for our group. And then let me go back to the PowerPoint. So, another thing, sorry, let me toggle back. I wanted to share, if you guys didn't know this, on your Facebook, you can favorite, I already have Lisa favorited, but if you see, if you click on someone and there's that star next to the friends and you click close friends, anytime they post, you will get a notification up here right away. So see, when Lisa posts, it tells me really quickly. Or I follow Elizabeth Harkey and she's added as one of my close friends. That way I get a notification every time she posts. And she's just the top coach that I follow, someone I just kind of relate to. So you can do that with your teammates. That way, anytime that they post, you get a notification and you can and comment and kind of help build each other up. And I would also suggest doing that for any of your personally sponsored coaches. That way you can support them too with their posts on Facebook. All right, and I already kind of mentioned having a daily task like posting your why, listening to the National Wake Up Call, maybe asking, who did you invite today? Name names, how many people, who did you invite to your challenge group? Who did you invite to the business opportunity? So make it very specific each day to kind of, and just gear it towards the 3 vital behaviors. And even if you're not a leader of your Team Cup team, you can obviously, this is a time that you can maybe step up and be in that leadership role where you only have like 4 other people with you. So you kind of feel like, you're in that safe zone. So this might be a really great time for you to kind of step up your leadership role because you're in that smaller group with people. And then keep yourself accountable by posting in the group what you did each day. So maybe today you didn't invite, but you read 20 minutes of the compound effect, or you asked someone about the coaching opportunity and you sent them a webinar. So keep yourself accountable by telling people exactly what you're doing, and even recognizing yourself. Like, I got 2 Success Club points today, or, on Thursday I'm going to turn Emerald, and with the Team Cup you get, I think, 3 points for rank advancing. Whether it's you that rank advance or one of your personally sponsored coaches rank advance, you get 3 points. That's only for the Team Cup though. You don't get extra Success Club points for that. So recognizing yourself and recognizing your teammates when they do get a Success Club point or rank point. Another fun, oh man, what did I do? There we go, sorry. Another fun thing to do is do kind of like a go for no and see who can get the most no's for the day. So just say, okay, like on Thursday, we're gonna shoot for no and see how many no's that we can get. Because obviously you might get a lot of no's, but you're gonna get some yeses with that too. So it's kind of taking it at a different angle. You could also run free clean eating groups together. So you can start tonight or tomorrow with promoting your clean eating group. And we have a ton of clean eating lists that you can use in our team page. Just go to the file section. And I think I have one, Jessica has one, a lot of other leaders on our team have them too. So you can just use that clean eating schedule, make a group for it, and you and your Team Cup team can run that clean eating group together. And obviously you guys can run challenge groups together too for either like maybe hard corps, even though that's coming out March 1st, you want to be promoting that in February. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. If you guys want to kind of share anything that you've learned in the past couple months or anything that you're doing with your team now, unmute yourself because I'm done talking.
Hey guys, Danielle here. I'm in bed, but I just wanted to say what we're kind of doing with our team is just kind of making it fun. Like, let's see how many, like kind of the go for no approach, like you were talking about, Rose. Like, let's see how many people we can invite and business invite, because the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to say no. But like you said, that you're going to get some yeses out of that. So, and just, keeping in touch, rallying everybody up like, hey, I did this and I did this. What did everybody else do today? So just keeping in touch and letting everybody know what you're doing kind of steps the game up for everybody else. Because if the other people are saying, oh, wow, this girl, like Leah, here I had thought, I was like, oh, I invited like 6 people today, I'm doing good. And Leah was like, oh, great, I invited 14. And I was like, oh, crap. So then I had to invite more people, so it kind of, it gets, that competitiveness out of you, but in a really fun way. So, and then actually, somebody mentioned something like, little prizes. And I think that's a really cool incentive. So if you're a leader of the team, you can do like something silly, like the first person that gets 10 no's or 5 Success Club points or whatever, you can do like, little prizes or games or things like that. That's all I got.
Thanks, Danielle.
I'm going back in the dark now.
And just when you mentioned Success Club, it just popped in my head. The last day of January, there's some fumbles with the Success Club points.
Yes. I caught that right away just because I'm like, I just know that sometimes when you make sales the night before. I'm just always checking on them. And I noticed it immediately that I was missing 2 points. So I just got on the phone with him right away, and he said that there was a lot of challenge packs that were processing. I don't know what exactly that means, but he was like, I ran it through, it's all good. So I was like, well, why was it processing? And he's like, sometimes it takes longer I'm not actually sure why it was processing and didn't just go right through, but it took about 3 seconds. He fixed it and it was fine. I don't know if it was just because it was the end of the month. So if anybody is missing Success Club points, make sure you do a double check on your last month and just call Coach Relations, and you will get those points and the commission for that.
Perfect. Yep. And if you call them and they're like, yeah, we'll fix it, and they haven't, don't wait long. Message me. So if within 24 hours they don't fix it, send me a message.
Yeah, or you can, chat with them too. That works. Chat or call. I just called because it was like really early in the morning, and I find that when it's like super early, they actually call and it moves really fast. So, but yeah, you can call or chat with them, but it took literally 3 seconds and it was fixed.
Great. Good. Anyone else?
Can I share something real quick?
Of course.
All right. So, good news. I'm like this close to selling my first challenge pack for this month. I got a message this morning from Josh's dad, actually. And he goes, so what's this group that you're running? He goes, tell me about it. So I explained it to him, and he goes, sign me up. Where do I get these shakes? So this close to getting it. So I was really excited. I wanted to share that with you.
That's awesome.
Yay.
Yay!
And it's great when it's a family member and you're like, I've been doing this for so long, but glad you caught on. Awesome.
Exactly. And Josh was like, well, you want to get my business like up and running, you could put them under me. And I go, if it wasn't Team Cup, I would totally do that. But it's Team Cup and I need my points. So sorry.
Yeah, definitely get your points first.
Yeah, I was going to say,
right.
Good thing that you brought that up. Like, get your points, and then kind of always think long-term, though. Like, if you are on the brink of making, like, your spouse emerald or something, get your account to, like, 5 or 10, and then you can kind of move on to your spouse's account.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Sure. Who's up next? Who wants to share what they're doing with the cup, what they've learned in the past, what they're doing this month?
Well, I'm very new, so I'm not doing anything with the cup, but I had my first like potential challenge pack purchase today. I don't know if it'll go through. It's just someone randomly messaged me on Facebook. It's a girl that I worked with, and we're Facebook friends, and I guess she sees my posting. She has her own coach, but her sister was saying she's interested in Shakeology, so she had a question about if she ordered it through me or if she just ordered it on the website, would it be a price difference? And I explained that it would be the same price, but I would get credit for it. So I said, send her my link, and she's like, well, she doesn't want anyone like to be up her butt, like, on her or whatever. And I'm like, I'm totally laid back. I'm new. I was like, it's fine. Just let her know whatever she needs. If she wants to do the Shakeology, that's fine. So then she was like, okay, so what's your number? I gave her my number. So then she messaged me back and goes, she's also interested in DVDs. So I said, well, if she purchases a challenge pack, then the Shakeology is cheaper, because that's, I think, what I did. So I said, okay. I said, well, then, absolutely just, let me know. And I gave her my number, so I'm just waiting on that. And I messaged Lisa, because Lisa is my coach, And she was like, next time try to get their information because sometimes they don't always follow up. Obviously, it's my first time, so I had no idea. But I was just so, like, the minute it happened, I was so nervous and so excited. I was like, oh my God, I might actually, like, do this. I think I've been a coach for how long? 2 days now or something. But, so anyway, that was exciting. Even though I don't know the outcome, it was kind of cool to, like, have a, prospect and possible purchase. So my fingers are crossed.
No, that's awesome. Congrats. And especially when, like, you don't know if that person is watching you or not, and they kind of send you a random message. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, that person was actually following me. Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
And a tip for you would to be when she asked you, like, if it was different, if they went with you or not, like if they just ordered by itself or went through you.
Yeah.
Also, just like ask her like what her goals are. Like, oh, why are you interested in Shakeology?
Yeah. Well, it was her. She was asking me for her sister. So she was just kind of like relaying messages. She's probably texting her sister and then messaging me or something like that on Facebook. So I used my link for the first time and sent her the Shakeology link. And then so that she would be able to order it. But then that's when she said that, oh, okay, she's also interested in DVDs. So I was like, okay, I just had, like, she has my number, so she can text me or call me or whatever to contact me, ask me questions. And then Lisa said if I had any questions or needed any help, she would, like, help me along as well, which is nice.
Yeah. And me too. So you can message me. But I would just kind of, even though if it was her sister, I would still have asked her, like, oh, why is your sister interested?
Okay.
And just kind of gotten more information on her goals and that kind of stuff. So she knew it wasn't about making the sale. It was about giving her like the best. Because maybe she would have said, oh, my sister, wants like a meal replacement and she wants to work out. Then you would have known, oh, okay, a challenge pack might be a better option.
Right.
Shakeology alone. And then I would have just saved that link for when you knew what was the right thing for her and when she knew exactly what she needed.
Okay.
But I think you did a great job. It was your first time. Way to go.
Thanks. Thank you.
A little tip that I actually learned right when I became a coach, and I felt like I was waiting for everybody's phone call. I can't remember who it was. She was a coach for a while, but she told me she uses this line, and it really like made sense to me. That she was like, I need to schedule our call because if it's not scheduled, it's not real. My life is so busy, so I really need to schedule it. This way, you actually make a schedule and they're supposed to show up. So that was just a little tip that I learned at the beginning when I felt like I was waiting for everybody, was to schedule the call and get their information, and it really made life easy. And just so you know, when you are on the phone and you're feeling excited and your adrenaline's going, I think we all feel like that on the phone, so just go with it. She'll feel your passion and excitement, and sometimes it actually really helps.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Can you repeat that again, Danielle?
Which one? Which part? Was I breaking up?
No, I just want to make sure people are writing it down.
Okay.
Just about what you say.
When I first became a coach, and I was, waiting for everybody's phone calls, so a coach told me, if I don't schedule it, it's not real. That line I use a lot. So I forgot to use it. I've just started using it again. And it's basically, letting them know, like, hey, I have a life too. This is my business and I'm really busy. So, if we schedule it, it's real. It's happening. And make sure you get their information. And also, when you're on the phone and you're talking to these people, the excitement and the adrenaline you feel, every coach feels like that. I know, like, I'm literally like sweating buckets every time I'm on the phone with somebody, like, but because I'm so excited, they can hear that energy and that passion through my voice. And 9 times out of 10, my phone calls go a lot better than communicating over messages. So getting on the phone is actually something that is one of my favorite things to do.
Awesome. Yeah, and really like taking control of your business and making that schedule and making that time to get on that phone call. Because more than likely they're not going to get back to you. You have to take the control of your business and follow up.
Yeah, I forget which book it's from. It's either from GoPro or Compound Effect. But basically, you know, when you keep that schedule, they're either going to show up or they're not going to show up. And if they don't show up, that gives you the invitation to reach back out with them and say like, hey, I thought we had an appointment this day. You know, this way you're not feeling like you're bugging people. If you make an appointment and you say that you're supposed to be there, you know, you're either going to show up or you're not. And if you're not going to show up, then I have every right to message you and ask you why you didn't hold our appointment. So, yeah, definitely make an appointment. Like I said, if it's not scheduled, it's not real.
Who's next? Shannon, Nicole, Lisa, any of you? I want to say old timers. I think Shannon wants to say something.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I had to take my earbuds out. Evidently, the mic's not working. One thing that I have found to be very helpful is I keep a whiteboard. And I've had lots of people message me, you know, maybe several months ago. They've had some interest and then they don't message you back. They don't contact you. And so I just keep a message board up in my office that I can see that lets me know people that have shown interest, ask questions. And that way I have a list of people that I can go back and follow up with. I have a list of people that have been in my challenge groups that I think would make potential coaches. That way I can focus on them, kind of follow up with them on Facebook, keep in touch with them. And then I've got a list of all the people that are in my challenge groups just to kind of keep me organized to know who I need to be checking in with and kind of who I've been following and things like that. The biggest thing that I have found is if you can constantly keep in touch with those people, let them know, say, hey, you know, I thought about you because the 21 Day Fix is on sale again, and I know in the past you had been interested, and just kind of letting them know that you've thought about them. It makes them feel, hey, she really does care, and creating value in those people, talking about other things than Beachbody with those people, really getting their goals, getting what's going on in their lives. You know, a lot of people have different health problems and different things that we need to know about, and so when you're asking them those questions, what kind of goals they have, what they're wanting to get out of these programs and those kind of things, it helps you kind of get an idea of what's best for them, and they feel like you're actually taking an interest and not just trying to sell them something. And so that's kind of the approach that I've been taking, and being able to go back and follow up with those people and keeping a list so that I know where to start. Because after you've talked to people over and over again, going back through your Facebook Messenger can get really tedious. So if I keep a list in the office, it's a lot easier for me to just go through and shoot those people messages and just let them know that I'm thinking about them, asking them how they're doing. Some of them have been trying other things and just trying to check in and see how that's going and letting them know that I'm here for them whenever they're ready. So I think just instilling value and letting them know that you're here, and if there's anything that you can do to help them and reach out to them, I think that really helps.
Yeah, I love that idea too of the whiteboard. I still have to hang mine up. It's still on the floor for moving. But when you can see someone's name every day, it kind of just puts it out into the universe that like you're thinking about them. And then this happens to me all the time. Like I'm thinking of someone or I see their name on their board and they end up messaging me or, you know, something, or they send me a text message. And I'm like, that's because I put it out there. So it definitely is good to kind of have it in your face to read.
It's also a good place to write your goals so that you can see it all the time.
Definitely. Great tips. Yeah, so like if you're doing like the go for no thing and seeing like how many no's you can get, like don't just throw away those no's. Have them, like Shannon said, where you're going to follow up with them and still just check in with them and make that relationship with them.
Because I have found it to be true. I think it's in the GoPro book. Just because somebody says no, a lot of times it just means not now. And if you stay consistent with your post on Facebook and stay true to who you are, people are watching. I've had some girl message me the other day, and I had kind of dropped off just because we were so busy in social media. And she sent me a message and said, hey, I've missed seeing your posts and how it inspires me and seeing your workouts. And I just wanted to check and see if you were okay. And I sent her a message, and I was like, you don't know how much that means to me, because it proves to me that people are actually watching and that you're not turning people away, but you're actually inspiring people and making a difference. And that's what we're all about.
That's great. Thanks, Shannon. Who else did I call out for old timers? Anyone else that wants to add anything or has a question about taxes or the cup month? No? All right. That's it for tonight then. Next week, Alicia is, I think, going to be doing a team call on on how to build a website and blogging, because she has her blog. And she had her blog before she became a coach. And I know a lot of people are kind of interested in doing things other than their personal page on Facebook. So it would be good to just get some information on doing something different.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Alicia had actually mentioned something to me. Me and her were talking, and I had asked her if she knew anything about something I had found out about from watching a video on the online training videos and stuff. And I didn't know. She had mentioned it to me, so I thought I would just kind of put it out there and ask. Do you guys know anything about Hootsuite?
Yes.
Okay. Because she had asked me if I could share some information, but I thought, if a lot of people already know about it, then it might not be worth it. But
no, you can definitely mention it. My thing with Hootsuite, I don't like it for personal page.
Right. Mine's just for my group pages.
You want to tell people about it?
I can.
Yeah.
I was having a real hard time staying consistent in my groups. I like to post first thing in the morning, post in the evening, and things like that. And with my working and with 3 kids, and they all play sports, that was really hard trying to get in there before I went to work, get in there in the evenings. And I came across, it's a web, you can do it online, you can have an app on your phone, and it's called Hootsuite, and you can actually schedule your posts. So that was a lifesaver for me in my challenge groups. I can actually sit down on one of my days off and schedule out a whole week of posts. You can use the challenge group guides that are online. And thank you, Rose. Look at you. And so that way it's all planned out. You can schedule the time that you want it to show up in your groups, and you can have up to 3 different Facebook groups in there, and it's free. So it has been a lifesaver for me. You can go to the pro and pay for it, but I was hoping that it would allow me to post longer posts. There is actually a word limit that you can have on there, and I'm not exactly sure how much it is. Some of them that I tried to post, like I had already typed up and just copy and paste, and they were too long, so I had to size them down. But it has been a lifesaver for me to get in those challenge groups, especially this month. I'm running 2 at the same time because I'm doing a 21-day fix and a hammer and chisel. And so it has brought some stability to my life, and I can sit down and schedule those posts out, and I know they're taken care of, and then all I have to do is check back in with them and comment on posts and things like that. So if anybody wants any more information, just shoot me a message. I'll be glad to help you. I think Rose knows about it too, but that was a struggle for me, was feeling like I was giving my challengers what they needed and making it a good group, because I want people to come back and recommend me to their friends. And this was a way that I felt like I could be consistent, get the information out there, and have those good groups that people want to come back to. So
I did Hootsuite like a while ago, maybe like a year ago. So are you using the 30-day free trial?
You can do a free account.
I thought so. I just couldn't find it on the website now, and I'm like,
Yeah, I created a free account, and you can have 3 separate groups in there. So I'm constantly changing them every month when I do a different group. But you can go in and just change your stream and change the social media group that's in there. So I have a fitness page, and then I have my challenge groups in there.
Gotcha. Oh, here's the login. Sorry, I think I'm not sharing my screen. I'm talking to myself. Okay, so here's the login. So if you want to just do a regular free account, you can
Yes,
pass the 30-day free trial.
correct. But I think the 30-day free trial is for the pro, and I tried that, and then when I tried pasting a longer post, it wouldn't let me either. So I sent them an email, and they said because of it's a third party that's posting on the Facebook, Facebook has rules as to how long it can be. So
Yeah, and the reason why you don't want to use Hootsuite for your personal page, and I think Sammy mentioned this in our team page, is because when it posts on Facebook, it shows that it's Hootsuite.
mm-hmm.
And Facebook will know that, and Facebook wants to make Facebook richer, not Hootsuite. So they will not put that on the news feed as much as if it was just a normal
Right.
post on your personal page. And that goes too with like YouTube videos or Periscope. If you're posting a video to your Facebook, just have it come directly from your phone. You don't want to upload it to YouTube and then post it on your personal page, because Facebook doesn't want to make YouTube more money. Facebook wants Facebook to be rich. So it'll just be lower in the news feed if you use YouTube or Periscope or some other kind of app that Facebook doesn't own. All right, guys.
Can I ask one more question before we go? I'm sorry.
No.
So Josh and I have a friend of ours who he wants to lose weight, and he just refuses. He knows what I do, and he just refuses to do anything with me. And yesterday he was busting on me about how many times I post today on Facebook. And Josh actually stood up for me and said, well, if you would, sign up with her, maybe you'll lose some weight. So my question is, can anyone help me think of a way maybe to get him some incentive to want to do this? Because he keeps saying, I'll do it on my own, but he's not doing anything. I know for a fact.
So my one tip would be, he's obviously watching you on Facebook.
Right.
I would get a guy's before and after picture.
Okay.
Nicole Zaleski's husband, Aaron, I think has a really good before and after picture. Jacob Ruel has a good before and after picture. I don't know if any other of our husbands on here has good before and after pictures, but use that. That way it's showing him this is for guys too. It's not just about the ladies.
Okay.
So that's my tip. If anyone else has anything.
And if he's watching you, you can kind of speak to him through social media. So post about something that you want him to hear about. Maybe it's about healthy eating or, something like that. So just kind of say things that you might want to say with him, not directing it at him, but just kind of post about that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so whatever he's telling you and Josh that he doesn't want to do it, or why he would never whatever, do it with be a part of your group. Just blast that on one of your posts and be like, you should do it.
Yes, do your posts as if you were talking directly to him, but not actually mentioning him.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
All right, last time. Going once. Going twice. All right, this ends it for tonight. See you guys in the team page. Oh, and I'll get back to you guys if you're doing the Facebook and you want me to critique your Facebook. I'm going to start doing that tomorrow. So I'm going from the top down, and I'm going to post my critique right in the team page. So you can read other people's critiques too. So you can, I think it's just a good idea to see what everyone else is doing and what I'm saying to everyone else. Because I'm not going to be picking on just you. I'll be picking on everyone, including myself.
You're going to make it tougher, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to make you guys go, oh my God, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm going to make you do it. All right, guys. See ya later.